Greetings everyone and welcome. Now I'm sure you've all heard this phrase before that says that we learn something new every single day. And I'm a firm believer in that. I really do feel like we learn something new every single day. We may not always be aware of it or be able to acknowledge it, but at some point through our day we are learning something new. And so with this ever-present factor of learning in our lives, I feel that makes learning one of our most essential units for progress. So given this added importance, how do we take our learning to a whole nother level so that we can ensure our progress and continue to grow throughout our entire lives? I feel like it all starts when we start to learn about learning itself. And that's what we're going to be doing over the next couple of videos. In this video in particular, we're just going to go over the basics. I want to make sure that we all have a common understanding on what learning is, so we'll go over the definition. And I also want to talk about some of the ways that we can prepare ourselves both physically and mentally so that we can be ready to learn. Alright, so to get right into it, how do we prepare ourselves mentally for learning? The first thing that we're going to want to do is have a clear intention on why and what we're doing. Now I'm going to use college as an example because it's pretty structured and easy for us to relate. But any of the three things that we're going to cover, all three of them, are going to be applicable to any factor in our life where we are trying to learn something new. If we're trying to, be a better parent and work with our kids, that's an ongoing learning process. If we're trying an entrepreneur route, that's an ongoing process. If you want to be a firefighter, it's the same thing. There's a process to it, and we're just covering how to prepare ourselves mentally so that we can be ready to learn, all right? So, like I said, the first thing is an intention, a clear intention on why and what we're learning. So using the college example, that's when you choose your degree. That's when you say, I want to go to law school, I want to go to med school, I want to be a writer, whatever it is. That's when you choose that, that course, okay? Now the reason why, that's your emotions. That's why you feel attached to it, why you feel like that's what you want to do for the rest of your life or a large portion of your life, okay? Now what you want to do, that's the degree, okay? Moving into the next part of preparing ourselves is to plan and prepare, okay? Now, using the college example, again, very easy to relate. As you choose that degree or that path, it kind of has a list of the classes that we need to take. Our core classes, some electives, but you get a gist of what you need to do in order to accomplish that goal and achieve that degree. Now, if we were to use that for, parenting, we can try to think about new ways to interact with our kids, to have more fun around the house, or maybe we have to do that not so fun factor of having to discipline our kids. Whatever it is, that's where we are planning and strategizing on how to approach the situation. Again, not so concrete and able to relate because everybody's different when we get into those ideas, but college is easy for us to relate to. All right, so as we prepare and plan, that's going to help us be ready. If you're going to a chemistry class, try not to be thinking about a math class. You have to, on your way there, start to think about, what you're going to go over. Teachers always recommend it to read the chapter before you show up. That's another easy way for us to prepare. Talking about kids, you can read books, you can go on forums, talk to different groups, whatever it may be. There's different things for us to do to prepare in all elements of our life, okay? Now the third and final thing to help us prepare mentally is to look and seek out feedback. Now for college, it's very simple. It's any paper you turn in that you get a grade, your midterm test, your final test, all of those grades that you get back, that's all your feedback. Again, not so easy to relate because there's so many factors in the entrepreneurial world and the parent world, but you get the idea. All right, so that's how we're going to prepare ourselves mentally, is know our intentions, why and what we're going to be doing, prepare and plan, and then seek out that feedback. The feedback is the most important, in my opinion, just because they're all important, but that feedback is critical because it helps us know if what we're doing is, making progress on that path, or if we're kind of just staying still and not making the progress that we're anticipating. All right, so feedback is important, but all of them are definitely important, and it's essential that we use all of them. All right. Now, how to prepare ourselves physically. This is some simple stuff, but again, I've talked about it in previous videos. For whatever reason, it skips our mind, or we don't implement it, but it really has a huge impact in our life, and the only way to really see the impact is to start implementing it and see the changes that you feel and experience by making those changes. So to help us prepare physically, the first thing we want to look at is our food and diet. You know, if we're eating foods that's going to slow us down or make us sluggish, or even worse, skip meals, we're just not putting our best foot forward. We're kind of starting off on the wrong foot, not being ready, not being attentive, feeling sluggish, and just not prepared to learn. Also, water intake. Water intake is huge. I know, especially down here in Florida, it's almost necessary because it's so hot out there. You're almost forced to drink water. But, you know, water is absolutely essential. We're 70% water, and it's just clear why we need to, you know, add that into our lives, okay? The next thing to prepare us physically is to schedule or plan out some exercise. You know, if you're a person that likes to wake up early, exercise early, and then be able to work the rest of your day. I've seen people that like to, you know, start their work day, exercise in the middle of the day, kind of get out of the office, get moving a little bit, and then finish their day. Whatever works for you, if you do it at the end of the day, fit some kind of exercise into your life so that you create that balance between office time and movement, okay? Our bodies like to move, so make sure that you're, you know, implementing some kind of exercise into your routine, all right? Now the last one, probably the one that's most near and dear to me because I'm a firefighter and I probably haven't had a good night's sleep in about 7 years, but sleep. Sleep is absolutely important. When we don't get the right amount of sleep, we start to make some careless mistakes, just absolute mistakes that we would not make if we had a full night's sleep. So make sure that you're taking the time to, you know, get a full night's rest. If you can't do that, try to squeeze in a nap. I've done a video on why naps are important. You can catch that video on my channel. But all of these factors are important, okay? So those are just a couple quick basic things to help us prepare ourselves mentally and physically. And I would like to finish this video by going over the definition of learning, which is knowledge or skills that are acquired through experience, study, or being taught. And I wanted to end with that because we're going to be building on that in the next video, and we're going to be making a few videos on this topic, so stay tuned. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you like the content that you see on this video and all my other videos. The thumbs up lets me know that you like this. That's my immediate feedback. And add your comments below. Let me know what your intention is, what you're trying to learn. And, you know, the community is going to be there to cheer you on, support you, so don't be shy. Add it in the comments below. But that's all the time I'm going to take for today. So until next time, guys, as always, I appreciate your time. And I'll see you next time. Peace.